Working definition. Speaker, gatekeeper, audience. New model. Encoders and decoders.
Of communication. Interpersonal communication can be described in a variety of ways, but when we examine what they not only can suffer.
Listen to the phone. Be afraid to take pauses instead of relying on
verbal and nonverbal. As you look at this pie chart, you will see that this.
Good afternoon. How are you today? Good afternoon. How
to use as a modal. A classic. Main message include to be over the worst.
Forming a nucleus. Both. Obscure. Sin, darken, hide, block. Make them more indistinct, conceal in obscurity.
We're focused on to provide equivocal answers to reporters' questions. Disputable.
Hello. Known for more familiar. Amble is a verb. It means walk or move at a slow, relaxed pace. Like.
Hello, everybody. Scriptures, and let's make an effort to understand this in a bit more detail and see.
Get vocabulary related to company financing.
Startup.
A startup is a relatively new business that has the potential for growth. It by scaling up.
After a couple of years at Facebook,
choose an answer.
And synonyms are similar.
The correct answer is.
And thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to be here. You or match wits with. Nobody ever won an argument with an audience. Think about it. When there is a different presentation,
Creating a presentation involves mastery of your.
Lots of space for you to keep track of where you are.
To reach God and see God, and this reaching God, seeing God, becoming perfect.
After a 30. Thank you.
Doesn't it happen with every organization in India? In fact,
it is correct that corruption is a deep-rooted problem in our country, but this
and will function without the influence of the people in power. The second point is that the bill proposes to fast-track cases against corrupt people with speedy convictions for the guilty. Well,
already exists, it is likely to collapse under its own workload.
short-term plan if we see. So there would be a lot of
Hello, and the pro side, agreements can escalate into all-out fights.
Every argument view will benefit both parties based on your qualifications. You should ask yourself, how qualified are you?
But I also think that if you're going to claim that you're the only one that lifted this into the campaign, that you acknowledge. Let me say. Let me finish the statement. This is important.
You haven't hired one.
See $1 million for hiring illegal work.
Let me talk. I've hired tens of thousands of people. He brings up something from 30 years ago.
And defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Tonight, I'd like to do 3 things. First, I'll tell you what it will mean when you walk out that door, aye or nay.
Various interview types and structures that you could be faced with at an interview, an explanation of what a competency is, various business disciplines to do. Competency it provides you with an insight as to what the role entails, and it may also include.
So let's just quickly go. My response is just dress appropriately for the type of job that you're going for.
Company or
hope to make my parents feel proud one day.
Okay, well, I'm sure your parents will be proud of you. I'm curious to find out, what do you know about our company? Or why would you want to join GSE Tech? Have you made any efforts to work on this weakness of yours?
On programs to improve the health and well-being of youth, have lessons for
Okay.
And as part of my volunteer work with the healthcare NGO, I have come across situations so desperate and moving that only my I feel that I'm passionate about what I do because I'm an emotional person. For example, my decision to volunteer for an NGO was valuable in organizing this event. I'm not an active member of any other student groups at college because overall, he was happy with our project and gave.
To be a tennis fan. Can you tell me who won the French Open men's single tournament this year?
Want to give the most professional image of yourself as possible. In order to accomplish this, do not experience and professional qualities. From the job description, you know what the qualifications.
My CV. CV belonging professional in your photo. The second, recent school or academic.
So what exactly is the state of the cover letter in 2015? We've boiled it down to the basics to keep you one step ahead of the job-seeking masses. 1. Do I need to write a cover letter? Read the application site. Does it
my reading comprehension skills? Or how can I improve my speed of reading to help me on the LSAT, and specifically on the reading comprehension? Are similar to what you find on the LSAT. You'll find things like...
Now that the author is to it if necessary. Our strategy. In the last lesson, we examined the 6 most common types of reading comprehension questions. Now that we know the types of questions asked, we can build a general strategy that addresses these types.
As a member of SPE, be sure to required. At the end of this presentation, we'll
observational learning and the connection between them is clear, then it is coherent. In other words, everything
and collaboration. Cooperation begins with mutual respect, while collaboration begins with mutual trust. Cooperation requires transparency, but collaboration requires...
Let's begin. Did you get it? Which one is the right one? Left. For all business documents. So that is why we are teaching you. Right. To, but you're not really talking to. For example, you're writing to the point. So let's look at
1. Inform you that during my absence, please contact Takanori Yamaguchi at Yamaguchi. If you could send me a reply by January Sampolimist.